This is the 95 model Range Rover Classic. It's a little bit more updated in the interior. Just wanted to show you some stuff. Here's the ECU, which basically there's a piece of plastic that belongs right here that broke. I had to take it out. But this seat works properly. Here's the mechanics of the seat right here. Here's some tears, just kind of worn out. There's actually a company out of Hawaii that makes really nice seat covers for these. Here the heat seater window lock, which I took out and body filled. Looks real nice. These are all the window controls, which all the windows work properly. Shifter, low gear. All this stuff comes in like a wood merle, and I stripped it all down and painted it nice glossy black. You'll notice not really any cracks in the dash because it sits in the garage most of the time. Rearview mirrors, got these cool lights, dash lights that work good. Sunroof, which works good. You'll notice that the back, right above that speaker back there, is starting to sag. I got a quote for $150 to just replace the whole, I guess the whole roof. The body's in really good condition. There's minor dings. It's really straight, no wrecks, nothing like that. That'll surprise you. Here's obviously the rear window control. The back seat, I took the back seats out, which I do have. They're perfect condition. You'll see these 8 bolts right here. Basically that's what holds the back seats in. That's all it takes to put them back in. But this is custom made. I made it by myself. It's actually a horse trailer mat. Super durable. The dogs really love it. It also quieted it down a little bit. I do have the carpet if you want it. It's not really attached, but I do have it. This is just a floor mat. Pretty much everything, it's just like rust free. There's just no rust on it at all. Probably should clean it up a little bit. These are just the sound mats. Basically quieten it down and help with the heat. Here's the roof. There's a little bit of sun damage on the roof. I'm not sure what that came from. Maybe just 15-year-old truck sitting out. I do have a roof rack that spans the whole distance of the roof. It's really cool. It's got a spare tire mount too. You can buy that if you want it. Rear windshield wiper works. This is basically the access to the back. As you can see, it's real cool because it's to this level, so you can pack all your stuff or dogs or whatever. And I had this cut out so you can open this. And then I did the horse mat here too. And this actually is a full span where I welded these trusses through here, spot welded there and there, so you can actually put some pretty substantial weight on here. I wouldn't do too much other than a couple 100 pounds. All the leather or vinyl, whatever you want to call this, is in like perfect condition. It has no sun damage. A lot of these you'll see are real cracked and stuff, but it's a real good condition. I always treat it when I wash it. I guess the brake guard is a little bit cracked there. I'm not sure. I didn't do that. Maybe the previous owner did. But these are still pretty solid. Tires are brand new. They may have a couple 100 miles on it, if that. Powder coated rims. Brakes are fairly new too. This is just kind of an idea of what I did with this black. This is just a shiny black. Used to be that old wood merle look. You'll notice too back here, these bolts are basically where the seat belt retractors go. If you want to put the back seats back in, they just basically bolt in right there. I did some pretty cool diamond plate work. These are real brittle, so they just broke, so I replaced them with that. This seat, I removed all the mechanics in it, pretty much the heated seats, the electronics, everything, and I scooted all the way back and then fixed it in position all the way back. So you really can't do anything with that unless you just replace the whole seat and get the new mechanism. But there's a little tear right there. I would recommend doing those neoprene seat covers because they work really well. It's just pretty good condition. Cup holders, everything works pretty good. front section. This is basically the ARB bull bar, which is like $1,200 bumper just itself. It is used. It's got some scratches on it and stuff. But I put this high lift mount. You basically take these wing nuts off, and the high lift sits on both of these, so it's out of the way. These are Hellas, which operate on the inside. This is the winch. It is missing the cable because I took it out because it weighs like 80 pounds and I just never use it, which it's tied in directly with the battery. Here's the hood. I don't know if you can see. It's a super clean truck. Windshields, no cracks, not a single one. It's actually been replaced, and it works good. There's maybe some little bit of sun damage on this grill. Not bad, it's not cracked or anything. You'll notice underneath it's got this skid plate, which is attached to the frame. Bilstein shocks, which is as good as you can get. And those are the 3-inch Rover springs, or Rover time springs. Pretty cool kit. No rust, as you can see. A lot of times these rust real bad. Let's start it up. New head unit too, which sounds decent. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's got a Flowmaster exhaust on it. Sounds really mean. Turned it straight down too, so it sounds real good. Tell there's just no rust on the truck. A lot of these are just really bad just because of where they're from. This latch doesn't latch very well on the left side. It'll hang sometimes, like that time it caught real well, but sometimes it just won't work very well. Just right here, just got to push it a little bit harder. It's got a trailer hitch. It pulls decent, not great, but it's decent. It's got the 5-prong and then the old school hitch. It sounds really good too. If you could hear it, I don't know if you can. I'll show you the engine. Sorry, I'm not very good at video. This is a cool air intake system. Just kind of made it run a little bit cooler. I put a whole new distributor and wire cables on it just to make it run a lot better, a lot cleaner. New hot. This is a Bosch coil, which burns real hot. This makes it idle a lot better. A lot of times you'll find these Rovers all over the place, and this actual fire block, or whatever they call it, bulkhead, this is what rusts real bad, and this just has no rust on it, and this is cured for really well. Here's how the winch is basically wing nutted on to control, which I do have a control for the winch, and it works. The 4-low works great. I just put it in yesterday just to make sure everything's good. AC blows cold, heat works.